behind the scenes. I'm here with my content creator. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a medical doctor actually. But that was one of the times I really sat down and I reflected and I was like, this is all let's do it. A family business that we are all pushing. And then Upper West I supply Accra, so I supply some. But so I think you were one of the first people that actually bought the first product. Yeah.
So now actually she has her own machine, she does the production, she does the packaging, everything from scratch.
There's no perfect time to start.
Hello everyone, you're welcome to another YouTube video. See, it's another thing being employed by someone and then doing what someone wants. And it's another thing having to start your own thing from scratch. Just an idea, able to build it. Like it's just so amazing for me. So today we have with me here a young lady. She has done actually so many things I'm actually inspired about. So I thought it's wise that why not bring her to my YouTube and then she shares it as this beautiful journey. So I wouldn't be introducing her. I'll allow her do the introduction. Miss, so you're not just going to tell us your name. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
Like an interview, who are you question. All right. So my name is Mubarakat Omar Farouk. I have a lot of descriptions, but I'll keep it very short. I'm a nutritionist and currently a master's in global health student. I'm a co-founder for Kodo Technology and founder for Basi Cereals as well. An advocate for women empowerment and also a peace-loving person. Very short description about myself.
Okay. So if I was like a fly in your life,
like that kind of
like
fly.
I'm everywhere, like I'm everywhere in your life. What would you describe what you do? What would I be seeing? Like how again, like something like that.
You'll be seeing one, a committed young lady that wants to change the narratives of everything she once knew when she was a kid. You would also see a girl that loves to have her own private time, quiet time. Because mostly I'm always at the outskirts. But then you see a girl too that wants to make an impact. For instance, with the field I have moved into, global health, it gives me that room to actually spread my wings anywhere I want. I'm not restricted to just nutrition. I can go into maternal health. I can go into epidemiology. I can go into agriculture. So it gives me that flexibility to do what I want to do in the health sector. Currently, I'm working around agribusiness related to nutrition. It's an article that will be coming out soon.
Okay. 5 years ago.
Casting back.
5 years ago. Yeah. Where did you see yourself? And is that where you are?
Well, no. One thing about me is that although I have goals and plans, I allow myself to easily bend to circumstances. 5 years ago, I think I was in level 200.
Okay.
And my motive was to graduate with first class, be a nutritionist, go into the medical field, and excel in the nutritional department. That's just all. Until level 300, I started entering politics. I joined student politics, and everything changed. From there, although I was already doing businesses, but then I wasn't so glued to it. But then from level 300, I joined a bigger space, the business bigger space. That's the pitching aspect about businesses and all that. Being groomed to develop your businesses. Level 400 was the same. Level 400 is when we developed Kodu technology. And then it started there. And then after national service, I had an idea to do Bassi. And then Bassi too started, like it's a year now. But so far, so it's not yet up to a year particularly, but So far, so good. It has done well.
Okay, so the 5 years ago you is not who you are
The
today.
5 years ago is not who I am today.
Okay. Let's go back to your childhood.
Mhm.
Would you say your childhood and how you grew up has an impact or has like contributed massively in like who you are today?
Yes, that's so obvious.
Okay.
Because
Okay, so what in your childhood would you say it's really something you've carried and then it has taken you through this journey?
so, as a Muslim lady
Okay.
from a Muslim background, I think one thing that I appreciate a lot from my childhood is my parents' dedication to groom me with the Islamic concepts. You see, most people always think that women are, how will I even put it, crampo? We are restricted in a certain way when it comes to Islam. But then I had a dad that didn't have that perception about young ladies.
Okay.
So aside your Islamic knowledge, he pushed you a lot. Even with my masters, I think I was so reluctant to further my studies. He was pushing me. You have to go back. You have to go. He even had when I was growing up, I wanted to be a medical doctor actually. So after I graduated, he wanted me to go back to the medical. So I was like, 6 years. It's too long for me. But then I had other colleagues that were like, you still can go into the medical field. I was like, nah, I think I have different passions that I've grown up to see that I can actually harness those talents and everything. So growing up, I think my parents played a very big role. I had a mom that was always supportive. I think there's nothing that you do that my mom won't say that put it into prayers and she's all behind you. My sister too is also one big role model for me. I always say this because having an elder sister that's is more like your cheerleader, it's more like your advisor, it's more like your critic, all in one person.
Wow.
So I was taking Kodutech, joining Kodutech. I think she was the first I told, and I told about the entire idea. When I was taking Basi Cereals, she was the first I told. When I was even doing my SRC campaign and stuff, she was the first I told. So my family during childhood has really shaped who I am today. So
Do you think the fact is taken and everything is largely influenced by Allah? I know that's obvious, but maybe you have at what point do you really see that Allah was really working out in your life? Like at some point, you think there are some points that you are just like, if not Allah, I couldn't have done this. Like, and you just appreciate that moment, and then like it becomes something you always like refer to. We all have that
that special moment
where you really know that this is all like
it's
Allah
Allah's
that's
doing, you know. I also have a lot of evidences like that, and then so now some people always wonder how things went for me, like in a good way. One is the politics, SRC election, and the way it all turned out was like, yo girl, this is not your field. Because actually, although I love to speak, but I wasn't the person that loved to go out and speak to people and convince people and stuff. And so entering that whole new space was like, I just want the first reason when I first told my sister I was going, she was like, it's a good idea. If you don't even win, you've learned something. You've learned something out of your normal book life. You've gained another additional skill and all that. So we went, and then the election day was surprising. I was like, there was no way, like, if not for Allah, things would have turned out good for me. There was no way.
wow.
Because you realize that politics had a lot of, how will I say, components that you have to check. I was lacking in some aspects, especially when it comes to monetary aspects, and when it comes to popularity aspect as well. I had some few lapses, but then almost like close to the election time, my popularity started
Oh yeah,
gaining,
we
and
started
then
seeing her flyers, the
yes.
pretty girl all over. Oh my god, I used to post her flyers. I just want to post her. Like, you guys, the fact that she's pretty, just
Hey.
that's all. That wasn't. I didn't have any message. I was like, this is it. Enough of that. So I think we can now zoom into what we have here. So we have the baby we're giving birth.
Yeah,
Kind of. Yes.
my second born.
Oh, okay. So what was it like? So Basi Cereal. So she's also the CEO, founder, whatever you want to say, of this product here, and we are getting into what it actually is. So let's start from your idea. How did you get the idea of bringing out something like this from our local like cereal?
Mm. So actually, Bassi isn't a new product.
Okay.
It's a local dish in for the Fulanis, and then it's sipped into the northern culture. But then it's fast deteriorating because people don't even know about it anymore.
Yeah.
So I went home, and then I think a friend of mine called that if I'm coming back, I should get Bassi. And then at that time, I bought the Bassi. But I decided to,
Was it called Basi? Is the
yes,
name Basi?
Bassi
That's what in Fulani.
in Wali. Fulani is called
Ah,
Lachiri.
okay. So this one,
It's Wali.
okay, okay. I thought it was actually like a brand name.
The thing is that there's Millet Gary.
Okay,
That's the brand.
okay, but
But
it's like originally Basi.
Bassi or Lachiri.
Okay, so
So
you use your language
yes,
kind of
to make it.
well.
It's a local name. A lot of people used to think that, oh, Bassi means my name is Bassi, you know, but
Yeah. I actually also thought it was like a
yeah.
brand name or something.
So as I said, the first person I told was my sister, and she was like, it's good, but sit down and put your mouths together, your production costs, your advertisement and all that. And then I told my mom. My mom was like, isn't that stress? So we bought the first one from the market and we tasted. The one aspect about Basi is that it's filled with stones because of how it's prepared. And so even the local way of preparing it, the dish, the pots in it all has stones and all that. So I was like, nah, you can't be buying this thing and then you're chewing. It's nice, all right, but you'll be chewing stones along the line. I was like, no. So I called a friend, a Fulani friend, who helped me. We made the first batch and it was nice. My mom liked it, and so she joined.
Okay.
She joined. She was like, "Oh, this is nice. It's nicer than what we buy in the market already." So we came in and looked for different flavors to add to it to make it quite unique from the others and all that. And then she ended up being the production person for the entire Bakatwa.
Okay.
And even here, when I'm very tight, she does it and sends it to me. Especially when I'm either traveling or having a lot of programs to. I just send it to her, she does it, and she sends it to me. So it's more like it has turned to a family business thing. Because my kid brother is involved, my dad is involved, my sister, my other sister is involved. So yes, it's now a family business that we are all
That's what I'm talking
pushing,
about.
she
An
pushing for.
idea, and then just sometimes just like putting it into reality. You
Reality,
have to
yes,
start
yes,
because it takes a lot to push yourself out there.
yeah. And people wait to get the perfect plan. Like
And
get
then
the
if you don't
perfect.
start,
You
you
want
will not because you have to be correcting,
each
taking
step.
things out, adding things before you get that
Exactly,
perfect one.
exactly.
Yeah, nice.
Business is very interesting, actually.
Okay. So yeah, I think you're almost a year now.
Yeah, almost a year now.
Okay, so far, how has everything been from your production and then the patronage?
Yes. So one thing is the stress involved in production. It's a very stressful. I think if you start, you can for production, you can take almost 2 days to finish production for one batch, and it's quite stressful, especially when you're doing the manual production aspect of it.
So how did you start? You started like buying the millet
Yeah,
in the
just
market. So
just
now I'm
small
sure you
quantity.
have like someone
Yeah, I
supplying
can
you
have
now.
a supplier that I buy
Okay.
from, and I buy in bulk now.
Okay.
So at first, you just go and buy one bowl. buy one bowl, two bowls, you come and produce. You advertise people that are interested. You come and produce, and I don't want to run at a loss.
Okay.
So that way, then I started involving shops.
Okay.
So when I started involving shops, I needed to expand. So that's where I started going to the market, Tamale markets, getting wholesalers
Okay.
of millet and cloves, and because I add cloves, ginger, and pepper. So some of them were very kind to me. They helped me. Sometimes when I don't have the money, immediately I go there. And because I was a frequent customer, they will give it. And when I make sales, I go and pay back. But currently, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I just give them their money and then I'm gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the ingredients? What's it made? What's it made?
Millets.
Okay.
That's the main component. So the other ingredients are varied depending on who wants it, like how you want it.
So just give us a normal one that if I just want Basi, one that you just not too much of something, not too small or something. Like how do you make it?
So this is millets, granuts, pepper, ginger, and cloves. That's the normal one I actually do. And so the cloves is not very much because sometimes when the cloves is too much, it has this. I don't know, when you take to even when you're making tea and you put too much cloves, it has some aftertaste that's
remains in your tank.
Remains in your tank and stuff. So the cloves is actually very, very small. Very, very small in it. Aside that,
how about the pepper?
The pepper too is very minimal, but some people just don't like pepper. Okay. Some people just don't like pepper. And there's small salt too. Okay. To balance everything out. So you can take it. But I think recent orders, some people were like they don't like salt, so I should produce one without salt and all that. So I'm working on that as well. Okay. So that's how the ingredients are.
Can you give us like on your sales, like how you like moved from how you used to, and then maybe you can sell maybe 10 packets, 20 packets a day. So like how is it going?
Yeah, so I think from the beginning you can even advertise. You won't get anything. You advertise, and probably just get one person buy.
How much?
That they'll do you even before they buy crap, they'll drag you. Some people are, because it's a local dish, some people want it in a way, like in a bowl form, because they don't package it. This is the first time it's packaged like this, so they don't package it like this. So they'll buy, oh, I want to buy olonka. I'm like, I don't do olonka. If I was doing olonka, it's not going to run. Although the sizes and the olonka, yes,
what you're expecting.
it's almost the same as an olonka. Okay. But I can't tell you that this is an olonka because I have weights. So this is a 1.5 kg product. And if you want, you can get it. But if you want something smaller, you can also get it. So sometimes that began with like maximum 5 orders. Then currently, I think I supply almost for Tamale alone, I supply like 6 shops, and minimum everyone will take is like 10. Okay. So 10, let's assume 6, that's 60. And then Upper West I supply. Accra, I supply some, but not often because of the distance. I'm looking for a very consistent shop that I will be supplying that to. Looking forward to import or export. Exports out of the country. Okay. Oh yes, but I have to get all my certifications. Okay. I'm currently working on my FDA. Okay. And then yes. Oh, that has already been done. GEA has also been done. Okay. Just the final stages, the FDA.
Oh.
And then yeah.
Okay. So how you started and then now, what are some of the modifications you made? Because I'm sure this is not how the original product was. So in terms of your marketing out there, your social media, and then your product branding and the product itself. Yes.
So I think you were one of the first people that actually bought the first product. Yeah. So I think when you bought the first product, it was in a very light rubber,
Yeah.
which was sealed, and then even the texture was coarse. It was coarse and all that. You had to soak it for a very long time to soften
I remember I
the.
gave you my
Yeah,
feedback.
you gave me your feedback, and
Also honest, like
yeah.
for
Actually,
beginners,
actually
it's
like
good to be,
actually
yeah.
like feedback. One thing I learned over the past few years is feedback is a gift. Anyone that's able to give you genuine feedback has actually gifted you. Unless you are someone that doesn't like
Doesn't want to grow.
grow.
Yes.
And then that one, they take all feedback, critics, especially critics. Critics actually push you, especially structured critics, not someone that just wants to, oh, you move, you go forward, no, that kind of critic. Someone that sits you down that, oh, your product has this fault, your product has that. You sit down, that person actually genuinely giving you something. It's giving you a gift because nobody will do that. So when you take that, you implement it and get a good product. So feedback is a gift which everybody should be entitled to. And so at first it wasn't like this. And even the design, I think I do have, yeah. Yes, the first sticker I made was designed by me. I designed it, made my edit. I was still not to I made it, and then I made the design and all that. Then afterwards, I told a friend that I need a professional touch in this because I'm planning to scale up, so I need something that is unique. So I told her to try her hands and something, and she did something like this initial design, the structure and everything. But along the line, we changed, especially the name. Basi Cereal had to be changed. I think I was just looking at, so the name was just Basi.
Okay.
So I had to add Basi Cereal's delicious taste of millet, and then the logos had to change because FDA was like, this is not the logo, standard logo for. What I was using was the old version. I had to use the new version. So they all took a lot of.
Remember when you started these granules and
Were not parts. They were not parts.
So is it like your idea or people also came in?
Yeah, people came in to actually give me that. There was one woman I went to supply at a shop, and then one woman, she said, oh, she would buy, an old woman. She bought it, and then like months after, she called. She said she wanted to give me a feedback. So she called me on the number, and she now gave me structured feedback on how because she said she likes girls that are into businesses and stuff. She now gave me a structure. I was, so now that woman, I'm trying to look for her, and then just go and give her the new product, and then she gives me feedback, but I'm able to reach her again. So yes, everybody has something. I've moved from what I was last year to what I am now, and I'm still moving. Yeah, I'm still moving.
So now as you said, you are doing your master's. I'm sure you want to get into the public sector and all of that. So what's the long term goal for Basi Cereal?
Oh, Bassi, the long term is going to be an independent business. Away from my name. That's why I didn't add my name to it. Planning to make it an independent. It stands alone and all that. So very soon, if it stands very firm, I might not be the one to manage everything. Someone else would have to step in and yes, and to run everything for the business to grow.
In 5 years, where do you see Basi?
In 5 years' time, Bassi should have gathered first and first. Bassi should have crossed its break-even point. Should have crossed its break-even point and be making profits, and then it should cross at least 2 African countries. At least 2 African countries. One thing about business is that when you are starting, people assume a lot. Oh, I want to produce and cut across this number of people, this number of people. Let's be realistic. Business can either go up and down. So when you're doing expectations, you should actually have those two and then take the one in the middle. So if it comes good, you scale up. If it comes bad, at least not too bad, not losses. So that's where in the next 5 years, Bassi should break even and start making profits, valuable profits.
That's so nice. So I think we should wrap up with Basi. So what do you have to tell someone that's out there that has an idea? You're becoming a role model like that. Yeah, so Basi Cereal, Millet Gary. So from all the experience you gain and all of that, someone that's sitting there has an idea. Okay, so now actually she has her own machine, she does the production, she does the packaging, everything from scratch. You see. So now with all that you gain, what would you tell someone out there that also has an idea and is just like struggling to make it get out of your head?
Yeah, so there's no perfect time to start. I think the time frame I took to develop Bassi and start posting is not up to 1 week.
Wow.
The first day I got the idea, I prayed over it. The next day I spoke to my sister. And then within that 1 week time, I made my flyer. I went home actually for Eid. So after Eid, I sat home for like 2 to 3 weeks. So within that time frame, I made my flyer. I learned the entire processes, and then I started publishing. So my sister was like, "You are rash." I was like, someone else somewhere also has that same idea and is waiting for the perfect time to.
Well, and then
yes. So the moment you get, don't think you are the first person to have that idea has crossed your mind. You are not the first, and you can never be the first. So the moment it's like you are racing to get to the market. The first person to actually get to the market has this market advantage. So the moment an idea pops out into your mind, and then you pray over it. Look, no matter what you do, don't let anyone deceive you. Pray. Pray over everything that crosses your mind. When you pray over it, then you tell someone that is close to you that you can trust, that wishes you the best and all that. Then afterwards, you start executing. You don't need it to be perfect. When you execute, don't pause. That's one thing about us. We execute one, twice, and people are not showing interest, then we pause. Then at that time you pause, you lose the markets. You lose people's attention, and then someone else might not even be thinking about it, but because yes, the person will just come and take your idea and run away with it.
So okay, so I remember back at campus you were doing makeup, matriculation, your flyer was everywhere. And I also saw M&H apparel or something.
Yeah, M&H.
You were selling clothes.
That's my sister's brand.
Okay, and you were the model or something.
Yeah.
And so you've actually ventured
into a lot of businesses.
So from that, why did you drop some? Why did you consider some? Do you think there was something?
Yes, so some were dropped. I think with the makeup, I would say there was more passion in it. I won't lie about that. There wasn't passion in it. It was something I learned. I liked how people used to do makeup, but it wasn't something I would love to do. Okay, I preferred looking for. I actually wanted to actually do a brand, probably produce a concealer or probably a mascara or something like that. That was what's the afterthoughts, like everything. But before I did, I need to actually know how the makeup is done and everything, people's skin and all that. So yes, so the plan was to actually get a product. So by now you'll be like, this girl is into production.
Yes, that's it. That you just like starting from scratch your own thing.
So that was just the plan.
So that means passion is also so key.
Yes, passion is actually key. And for the M&H designs, I think it's a long chain because it's from my sister.
Okay.
So I was a salesperson and also a model. Yes, so I sold the veils in Tamale. Even this outfit From outside the shirt, definitely. From head to toe is from here.
I get that.
Yes, so
Okay.
she does almost everything, especially almost all of my abaya outfits. Most
Is
of
it like
my
a seamstress or something?
she's also a seamstress.
Okay, so she kind of gets the idea and
She
gives
gives
it
it
to
to
someone
someone,
to.
so
Okay,
and then she directs the person as to how she wants it
the
to look,
material
the
and everything.
material, the texture, and everything, the finished look and everything before she also publishes it and stuff. Yeah, so she too, she's also busy with other things. M&H design is still there.
Okay.
Just that it's not as booming as it
Okay.
used to be. That's market and business for you.
Okay, so I think that's a wrap for Basi and then who to actually it. So I would like to take your last word. Actually, we are so grateful for agreeing to do this because you know this is like an inspiration who will listen to this and you don't
Mm,
know who is going to touch. I'm actually someone that's so into listening to people.
yeah,
Not so much of a role model person, but I just like to take a bit
bit
into
out of
what people say.
yes, yes,
So
indeed,
if I
yes.
listen to you, maybe something you just said will just click and then it will change something.
Change
So I'm
something.
actually so much into listening to people talk.
Mm,
So when I get someone that I feel like can really say something to inspire, I don't miss that chance. I always want to like get to the bottom of
bottom
what the
of
person
everything is
is.
doing.
So just your last word, what do you want to say? Yeah.
Ah, last words. I would like to say that there's nothing in this world that you can't do without prayer. There's nothing. Just assume that as long as what you are doing is good, just put it into prayer and try to execute it. Try as much as possible to get a team behind everything, especially those that are venturing into business. Teamwork actually makes the dream work. That statement is not an exaggeration. It's actually real. Your team pushes you. For instance, in Bassi, my team is my family. Okay, so they push. They are the ones that
You are just the face
I'm just the
and
face.
they push it
They
out
push
there.
it out there.
Thank you so much for watching. If this video has actually inspired you in any way, do well to leave a comment, leave us anything you think would help or also inspire someone. Just leave it
Mm-hmm.
there. And then remember to like. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel,
Subscribe.
we need to get there. So do well to
Hit that
subscribe.
subscription button.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Ciao.